Hi guys. So I wanted to send home, or our focus for this week are 2 skills that I want you to try to integrate in your day-to-day at little times throughout your day. How we focus on dog training is integration. So think of it like lazy training. I don't want you to think of, okay, I'm going to do 20 minutes of training every day. Here we go. Here's our skills. That is great. And if that's how you function, awesome. That's phenomenal. But most humans, we get tired throughout our day. We don't want to work on just working on training with our dog, because it's how do we just live our lives with our dogs listening while we're doing our things. Hi, Bubba. Good boy. Like this. That's a good boy. So here's what I want you to focus on. The first thing is something I like to call name game. Name game is teaching Bubba Moose. His name in and of itself is a command. It is also a foundational skill. What I mean by this is that it teaches not only body focus where he's sitting and looking at me, but it also teaches him to come in front of me. So the foundation of recall. It also is working on disengagement. So the foundation of leave it. There's 2 ways that I want you to practice name game. So first is going to be with some treats, or you can do it with his food. Treats don't have to be big things. They can just be a bite, a taste. Whoops, there we go. So that's honestly could be cut in half, and we could use that. So what's going to happen, I'll do it first so you can see it this way, and then I'll demonstrate a couple times. But I'm going to stand still. I'm going to call his name only once. I'm going to make some kissing noises, some exciting noises to lure him over to me. As soon as I lure him into a sit and looking at me, I'm going to say, yes, he gets a treat. I walk away, do it again. If he doesn't do it correctly, or his timing is way off, then I'll mark it with a negative marker of Your markers, yes and or good and no, it doesn't really matter what you use, just be consistent, is teaching him, kind of like bumpers when you go bowling. Hey, I need you to stay on the lane. Yes, we're doing it right, keep going, or nope, we didn't do it right, let's try it again. So I'm going to toss a treat so he gets distracted. There we go. So he's going to walk off that way. I'm going to say, Bubba. Yes, good boy. Treat, walk away. Now I'm going to purposely have my back to him and say, Bubba. Notice how he's sitting behind me and looking at me. He's like, hey, I'm doing it. So I'm going to mark this with I'm going to pull a treat out. I'm going to lure him in front of me. Come on. Yes, good boy. I'm going to mark it with that yes. He's going to get a treat. And then I walk away. Do it again. Bubba. Now, this is where I'm going to shape the behavior to be where he has to be right in front of me. Yes. You can shape it to where he sits next to you, but for the goal of this is going to be kind of within like a wide 45. It doesn't have to be directly right here. You can have a little bit of wiggle room. You can also choose that it's on this side or this side. You can really shape it to whatever you want. But right now, it's just, hey, you got to look up here. Yes, good boy. So I'm going to walk away and then do it again. Bubba. Now, this is where I'm going to mark it. Bubba. Yes, good boy. And then do it again. Do this, while you have a handful of treats on you. Do this while you're brushing your teeth and you hear him sauntering on in. Bubba Moose. Yes, that's good boy. And finish brushing your teeth. You don't always have to give him a treat. Your attention, your love, your woohoo goes a long way. Or if you have a toy, toss the toy and they can go get it. But what we want to teach him is that this is the default. You want my attention, you have to sit and look. He's pretty good with this already, but it's going to help when you need that recall factor. It's going to help when you need that leave it. Because this is what I want you to do is, as you build this, do it while you're cooking dinner. Do it back and forth between the 2 of you where you're like playing monkey in the middle and he's the monkey. Play hide and go seek with this. Start making it harder and harder. But what we're teaching him is that you get a treat when you hear your name, Bubba, and he does this. Yes, good boy. That's good boy. Good. The other way to teach this, and the other way I want you to focus on is play disengagement. Now, play disengagement's focus is purposely getting him wild, purposely playing with him in a ridiculous fashion. Can you get him to jump up and down and do the spins? And, you can decide what is okay for that crazy play. Every household has different expectations. Please know your expectations can be 100% your own. For example, in my household, we allow rough play. The only caveat is teeth can't touch skin. And then any time during play, I can say, enough, let's go settle, let's go do something else, and my dogs will let it go. So here's how we teach that. So Bubba, You're going to get a toy that he's interested in. Oh, is there a treat right there? Treat crumbs? Bubba Moose! Yeety, yeety, good boy. Yes. Yes, good boy. Come on, come on. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 good boy. Yes, 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 yes. Come on. Hey. Get it. Go get it. Yes, good boy, Bubba. So when you got him, there we go. When you got him to play and tug, and now I usually like to do it with a tug toy because it's usually you can get a good size rope, but something that you're okay feeling doing the tugs with. So he's tugging, he's crazy, he's having a blast. Yeah, Jessica boy. You're gonna say, Bubba Moose. Yes, the moment he stops and looks at you, you're gonna toss the toy and he gets it. And if he brings it back, good boy, yeah! Okay, let's do it again. And you can let him steal it from you. He can do his victory laps. You don't always have to do it, but the idea is that we're practicing that pause. We're also letting his name to focus. So here he is. I'm gonna say Bubba Moose. Yes. Okay, go get it. The moment that he gives me that focus is the moment the play starts again. We want anticipatory. What's next? I get to do something. What's next after this? That's what we want to focus on when we do this. That's all I want you guys to focus on this week. We're working on other skills here, but if you can practice this at home, you're going to start seeing your other skill sets get better as well. Let us know if you have any questions, and we're excited to get you going.